Boeing could be facing more trouble. Phil LeBeau joins us from Chicago. Phil, what's the latest?
Well, Melissa, you take the news. There was the Wall Street Journal article speculating that we will not see the 737 MAX back in the air until early next year. And then you have American yesterday doing what United did late last week and announcing that it is scrubbing the 737 MAX from its schedule to the beginning of November. So when you look at the 3 U.S. airlines that fly the MAX, right now, Southwest is at October 3rd, but many people believe that's going to be moved back relatively soon. Then you've got American and United in the beginning of November. But, guys, we should point out there is zero confidence that these planes are going to be back in service by November. In fact, even though Boeing has said, look, we expect to have all of the fixes done by the September timeframe, that's even loose. And I get no confidence when I talk with people. I hear no sense of, yeah, we're close. We think that we have this in hand. Instead, it's a case of we're working through the issues one at a time. And that's why many believe, look, this may not be finalized in terms of applying for recertification until late this year. And then once that process takes place, which could be anywhere from a week and a half to 45 days. I mean, there's no set time frame there. And then even after that happens, guys, it's 30 to 45 days to get the software in the planes, to get the planes through maintenance because they've been sitting idle for, 3 months now? It'll be longer by then. This is why most people are saying, look, if you see this before the end of the year, that will be good news for Boeing. The reason the stock is holding up, guys, and we've talked about this for a couple of days now, this stock is going to hold up as long as production remains at 42 737 MAXs per month. And the concern among analysts is that they're getting to a point, given the backlog of planes that are already built, plus everything that's happening, that they may have to bring that production level down. And that would bring the stock down if they have to cut it further than 42 per month.
Implication on management, is there any? And two, what does it mean for the airlines that are going to be potentially in a little bit of trouble come Christmas time and the holiday stretch when they may not have all the inventory that you'd want?
Well, let's start first off with management. They replaced the head of the 737 program. Mark Jenks has now been brought in to fill the role, and Mark Jenks has been with Boeing since 1983. I was talking with one longtime Boeing executive over the last week, and I said, give me sort of a thumbprint in terms of Mark Jenks, and they said, if I had to call him a Mr. Fix-It, that would be the term that I would use. He has been moved around in a number of positions, high-profile positions, maybe not positions that you or I would know, but he is somebody who they have a lot of confidence in. So now that he's been put into that spot, the focus is, okay, how do we get the MAX done? And in terms of the airlines, Andrew, they're in the same spot that they were in this summer. The problem here is that, remember, initially, you had, 14, 24, or 34 of these planes that were out of service for the 3 U.S. carriers. And that was early in the year. Well, the schedule was for them to receive more MAXs between March and the end of the year. So now they got to take those out of the schedule. They are in a pinch, especially those 3 U.S. carriers. They do not have the capacity that their competitors do. And the busy holiday travel season is the one that they would love to have that capacity.
Did you see this story that Ryanair, I don't know if you saw this story, there's a picture that was posted showing that Ryanair has actually tried to drop the branding of the MAX on a flight. There was I guess they're called an aviation spotter, who took a picture of a plane that used to say 737 MAX, and it was literally stripped out.
Yes. Andrew, this is what we were talking about. You know that when this plane goes back into service, even if there is no reference at all to the MAX on the plane, there will be somebody who will be at a gate getting ready to get on a plane, and they will say, hey, what kind of plane is that out there? And the gate agent or somebody will say, well, that's a 737 MAX. And boom, then it goes on social media. Nobody told me that I'm going to get on a MAX. I don't want to get on a MAX. This is exactly the problem that the airlines will face when this plane is certified and ready to re-enter service.